Why is blogging so much better than Facebook or Twitter? Well, I worked for newspapers on and off for close to 20 years. Wrote a lot of newspaper columns. I once wrote one expressing wonderment that so many people were upset that a dirty bookstore had opened up in their neighborhood. Why should they care, I wrote, if people were looking at dirty books and magazines? After all, they weren't looking at them in public. All the dirtiness was happening behind closed doors. I told readers that people were probably looking at dirty books and movies in the privacy of their own home. Perhaps right now their next door neighbor was looking at a dirty movie. So what? It shouldn't bother people that it was happening. It shouldn't bother people if that was happening there, and it shouldn't bother them that it was happening at the friendly neighborhood porn shop. My editor handed this column back to me and said, "Try again. This newspaper is not going to run a column telling people it is okay to look at dirty books and magazines." Well, it says who. I learned right there that I didn't have the freedom of the press. The publisher had freedom of the press. He was just loaning it to me as long as I wrote stuff that didn't offend him. It's that way with Facebook and Twitter. Oh, sure, you think you're expressing your point of view. You think you're exercising your First Amendment rights. But wait till you post something that someone deems insensitive. Someone complains, and you'll get your post yanked off the internet faster than you can imagine. So do yourself a favor. Get a blog. Go get a blog started at WordPress.com or Blogger.com. Make some posts. Get the feel of it. Then buy your own domain name, rent some space on a server somewhere, and start a self-hosted WordPress.org blog. Then start blogging like a madman. You'll see there will be no one telling you what you can or cannot write. You'll own your own post. That's what I did about 11 years ago. It was then, 11 years ago, I started exercising my own First Amendment rights. No one was telling me what to write. No one was telling me I couldn't write something. If some reader didn't like what I wrote, and there were many, they exercised their First Amendment rights and stopped reading me. The freedom was dizzying. I was a publisher for the very first time. You know that old saying, freedom of the press belongs to those who own the presses? Well, guess what? You start a blog, you own your own press. Well, this is the first of what I hope will be many posts about blogging, citizen journalism, and the media. Visit my news blog at blogpeoria.com. That's BLOGPEORIA.com. And thanks for listening.